My name is Trunkdown, and I was born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm graduating with the fashion design program. This is one of my outfits for my collection, and it's a two-piece denim chambray look. My approach to fashion is kind of organic. My whole inspiration for my collection this year is inspired by glamping, which is like glamorous camping. I have a lot of personal touches to them. That's one of my favorite things about designing, just embellishing and making it really personal. I feel even the place where we live is super inspirational, like the landscape. This is organza with red feathers. These are kind of inspired by fly fishing. I was camping and my friend was fly fishing, and the little cute flies that they hook to the fishing pools. So it's a little bit, but not too loud. Nothing screams camping or anything. I would tell anyone who was interested in the fashion program that it's amazing and really hard, and you have to put in a lot more work than you think. You think it's very glamorous, and it's really hard, but worth it. There's a lot of good people here. I think Salt Lake was a really good foundation for my fashion career.
I'm Lilith Draper. I live in West Jordan with my husband and 4 kids. I'm graduating with an associate's degree in general studies and a degree in nursing. All right, so we're gonna see a few students here. This is a scenario room. The challenge was always, because it is a scenario, let's make sure this patient doesn't die on our watch. So those scenarios got pretty stressful. I learned so much here at Salt Lake Community College. The biggest thing was how to interact socially in the big world. I grew up in the FLDS church with several mothers and one father, of course. Our parents raised us with really good work ethics. Everyone pitched in, we worked hard. A lot of good values, just not a lot of interaction with the world. So when I first began college here, I stayed to myself. I was very reserved and on purpose didn't interact with a lot of people because I judged myself very harshly based on how I was raised. And then I met quite a few wonderful people that helped me to realize that everyone's not just looking at me. It's okay to be yourself, find out who you are, and have fun here in college.
Hi, my name is Himalaya Latte. I'm actually named after my grandmother. My middle name, Himalaya, is her name. 3 years ago, my grandma passed away. So I ended up on the internet looking for just things to kind of help me get going. And I found a saying that says, "Beyond fear, I stand." So when I do say the saying, "Beyond fear, I stand," I think of my grandma a lot, and I can actually see her face sometimes and hear her voice. I don't feel like I would be here without her. First off, when I started, was finding support to actually come to college. Most of my family never went to college, so I'm officially the first one in my family to even graduate. And actually for myself, like self-support to actually come, I took a semester off before pursuing college, so I was ready to just call it quits and keep working. And then I decided not to, because I remembered my grandmother. She kind of taught me early on, like, this is what you should be doing if you want to do this, and why not go after your dreams?
My name is Ashley Baker, and I'm graduating with my associate's degree in general education. There we are. So right now we're in the Senate chambers at the Utah State Capitol. This is where I spent the last 3 months working as a communications assistant. And honestly, I was nervous about getting my general education degree, but I didn't realize that it would make me more marketable in the workforce because it does give me more skills. Like, I was able to kind of branch out and learn different things, like dabble in photography. And same with political science. I was able to learn about that and decide if that's the direction I want to go, or even journalism. So I just feel like having all of these skills really helped me get this job here. It's pretty cool. It was definitely an experience.
My name is Katherine Guruji. I am studying criminal justice and I am from California. I think I did a decent job trying to summarize a 200-page bill in my paper. My favorite experience at Salt Lake Community College was when I was taking a criminal justice cooperative education course, and we had at the end of the class to pick a research paper topic of our own choice, whatever we wanted. This is the research paper that I wrote about House Bill 348 that passed in the 2015 summer legislative session. I wanted something that wasn't researched yet. I wanted to be the one to initiate the research. I had a telephone conversation with a representative who was sponsoring the bill, and so we had a couple hour-long discussion about it. I just can thank my teachers for what they've done. Just the little things that my teachers have done along the way in my courses really impacted me. Without them, I wouldn't have gone the extra mile, and I will forever appreciate them and what they've done.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Wilkins. I live in West Valley City. I graduated from my psychology degree here at Salt Lake Community College, and now I'm currently going to the University of Utah. This is my first semester. Salt Lake Community College has been a blessing to my life. I mean, this was something I wanted to do years ago, but there was always something. Coming from a family of women that had tons of challenges, such as education, access to education was really hard for my grandmother. My mom became a teacher, and I appreciated her example to value education this way. Now that I have a chance to come back to school, I wanted to show my daughters that they can also do this. And me coming back to school, achieving the goals I have achieved, gaining self-confidence in myself has, for them, become a turn point in themselves too, that like, mommy can do this, I can do it too. So coming to the college, making a decision to be here, was probably one of the best decisions in my life.
My name is Joelle Merriman. I grew up in Taylorsville, not far from the Redwood campus. I am graduating in the Radiologic Technology program. What makes me an excellent student is I tend to persevere. Several years ago, we had a very tragic thing happen in our family's life. And I was left to take care of all my 5 children all by myself. I didn't know how I was going to get out of this. I was a stay-at-home mom. In my application for the Graduate of Excellence Award, I wrote about what motivated me. The first couple of years after I had to support my children, I felt like I was barely treading water, surviving, not yet thriving. My children were depending on me, and it was sink or swim time. I remember researching program options available to me, finally deciding on one and making my plan of action. And I had a long list of small goals, and I pictured myself where I would be after I reached all of them. And it was a long list, and it just started with apply to SLCC. And that's where I began.
I am excellent.
You are excellent.
We are excellent.
Porque nos estamos graduando del Salt Lake Community College.
Class of 2016.
We can go anywhere.
To get a bachelor's in nursing.
The University of Utah.
New York.
Weber State.
The U of U,
We can be anything.
Journalist.
Fashion designer.
business marketing,
Nurse.
Criminal technician.
Consejera.
Radiation therapist.